Hello, beautiful friends. I thought we would walk the labyrinth today. So what I wanted to talk about today is how you have a divine right to righteous anger. How you have a right to feel anger and to process anger. How anger is a divine right. It's a sacred emotion. Righteous anger is when anger is righteous. Anger is the emotion that comes up when there's been a boundary violation. When I've been talking about both Soleil's and Windman's story this week, or not this week, the last couple weeks, I would hope that you felt some anger about the domination practices. That's righteous anger. There should be anger saying there was a boundary violation. It's when we take that anger and stuff it that it can turn into dis-ease. I submit to you that a lot of our cancers and our autoimmune diseases, where the body turns itself upon itself, is coming from repressed, misdirected anger. Anger at yourself rather than at the injustice that caused the anger, whether it's generational or personal. Our culture has so demonized anger that people don't know what to do with anger. And so it turns into things like riots, killings, lootings. When I was younger, I lived in a town that had a division between the white people and the Hispanic, the Mexican people. There was not really gang wars, but there was definite differences between the two cultures in this town. And as I was growing up, for whatever reason, there were some girls in my school and who used to frequent the same roller skating rink that I frequented, who decided that they didn't like me. I never really understood why. I still to this day couldn't tell you why, even looking at it from a more self-aware state, because I never really got into any of that friction. I was a shy girl who pretty much stuck to myself, had a horse, loved my horse, spent time with her as much as I could. Our family did a lot of camping, so we were out of town a lot of weekends. These girls decided that they needed to express their own anger, their own unresolved issues on me. And I can't tell you the number of times that I was pinned in a bathroom, up against a wall in a corner, fingers pointing at me, hair being pulled. It was scary. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fight. I didn't want to fight. seemed like the more I didn't fight, the angrier these girls would become. And yes, they were Mexican. And so I internalized that because the culture was so prevalent in our town, that all Mexicans, people from Mexico, Hispanics, were bad. And I held that belief for quite some time out of my own fear, because I didn't know what to do with it. We weren't taught how to process anger in school. I'm not sure that kids are even taught it at all in school at all now. But it is a boundary violation. Those girls violated my boundaries. And rather having a healthy response by reestablishing my boundaries, I externalized it to a group. And I harbored ill feelings towards this group for quite some time, I'm embarrassed to say. Not much into my adulthood, but enough for me to feel shame for the fact that I did that. So, if we begin to stop demonizing anger and embracing it as the sacred and blessed emotion that it is, we can stop the cycle of bad actors, bad acting. Right now we have a lot of good people speaking out on both sides of an issue. And we have a lot of bad actors on both sides of the issue. And I feel like if we could have a real discussion about anger and the emotions, anger and shame, because a lot of times shame will actually manifest as anger. Instead of doing any self-reflection and self-awareness and tapping into where that shame comes from, we express it outward as anger, which then turns into bad acting too much of the time. So I just wanted to bless you and honor you with the recognition that your anger is sacred. Your anger is valuable. Your anger is a gift from God. There's a message in it, and I pray that you find your message and that you channel that anger into right action. Action that restores the boundaries from the violated boundaries. We've been talking about how you have the right to say no, with both Soleil and Windman helping us hear that message. Well, a lot of times we don't know that we need to say no really loudly. And how we can know is by feeling that anger. And it's only in feeling the anger that then we can open our hearts to allow the love and the joy in. Because if we set up too strong of boundaries because we don't know right action, we don't know the message in anger, then we can't let love in. We can't let happiness in. anger and feel it and allow it to move through your body. Just feel it. And as you feel that anger, ground, ground, ground. You don't want to be projecting that anger out. You don't want the energy to go out to where it should not be. You want it to be anger that you can actually feel, get the message from, and proceed with right action. So when you ground, it allows you to maintain, set your auric field, really feel where your boundaries are, and only fill up your boundary with that anger so that you establish that boundary, get that message, and then proceed with right action. Don't bypass the anger by making it wrong, because that's when you set yourself up for dis-ease. The anger needs to be felt, needs to flow. The boundaries need to be established, whatever they are. Whether it's writing to your elected officials, peacefully having your voice heard, whatever it takes. There's a lot of voices out there right now asking to be heard, and I bless them and thank them for stepping out in vulnerability, because right now it's a challenging time to feel like you can go out safely for many reasons. Oh, I appreciate your being here with me today so that we could talk about anger and the right action. I want to tell you that my website is going to be going live, I'm sure by the time you see this. It's journeywithrobin.com, just like it sounds. There you can find out what kind of services I provide, how to get in touch with me, learn a little bit more about me and the work that I'm bringing out to the world in order to express a deep reverence for life. So, journeywithrobin.com, JOURNEY with WITH, Robin, ROBIN.com. Have a beautiful day, folks.